Hi, welcome to another episode of Eating My Thoughts, where today we are going to combine vaguely Asian chicken and sex toys. Okay, we got a hot one for you today. Literally, it is in the 90s down here in Miami, Florida, so I'm going to quench my thirst the entire show with Yingling. Not a sponsor, by the way, Yingling, if you'd like to be, just saying. Okay, so maybe I should explain vaguely Asian chicken. Basically, this is a great way to empty your refrigerator. Whatever vegetables you got, you throw them in there because the spices are kind of what makes this. Now, I typically just use a little sesame oil, a little soy sauce, a couple other things that we'll see, but you could easily add curry powder and, coconut oil. And voila, you have something vaguely Thai. Whatever flavor you put in here is what you get. So this is just basically take a whole bunch of stuff, chicken thighs, very important, get good chicken thighs, mix it with the vegetables in the way I show you, and you got vaguely Asian chicken. Okay, so how did I clean out my refrigerator today? Well, as you can probably see here, we got your peppers, your red and your green. We got a bunch of celery, which is sort of half gone. Got some onions, bok choy, which is just, well, it's cabbage that knows somebody. It's a little pretentious. Got some garlic, and we got some ginger chopped up. Basic, vaguely Asian vegetables. All right, well, before we get to the cooking, you're probably curious about the sex toys. And why do we want to talk about sex toys and Asian cooking? Well, it really has nothing to do with each other, except while I'm cooking you dinner, I thought I would talk to you a little bit about something. Now, there is a channel called Second Act TV. A lady named Suka, I can't remember her last name, but anyway, she's going to kill me for not remembering that. It's a great channel, go watch it. It's all about 50 plus people and all the issues that face us. But the other day, she had an episode on which was talking about sex toys. Now, once you got past the fine selection and application and mechanics of each, they were talking about the men portion. Do men want to play around with sex toys? And well, I threw some comments up, and basically it had to do with size. And I want to give you some illustration. This is a man. This is an average man, how we view ourselves. However, when you go to the sex toy department, this is what you get. You're looking at sex toys, and this is what God gave you, and this is what all the porn stars have. We have issues, maybe. Okay, it is a minorly windy day today, which is why I've got things propped up, trying like hell to keep the wind from doing bad things. I'm getting the wok fired up, but I wanted to show you the first thing you need to do. Get a plastic bag. Yeah, I know, bad for the environment. But what you're going to do is put in a little flour. I don't know how much that is. I guess that's a little bit. And you're going to want to throw in some salt. Great production value. Just a little salt for seasoning. And I've chopped up, let me turn this on so you guys can see it. I've basically chopped up some chicken thighs into manageable bite-sized chunks. I need an extra hand. I don't know how I'm going to do this without making a big mess. The idea is just to get them dusted lightly, which means lots of shaking and going on. I wish I had some music. No, we won't do that, sorry. When you're cooking these things, make sure you don't overcrowd your wok, your pan, whatever the heck you're gonna be using. You wanna get a nice brown on it, and you don't wanna cook it all the way because you're gonna go back and cook it some more. Okay, I know a question you're gonna ask. Rick, what kind of oil should I use? Well, whatever kind of oil you got. I wouldn't use olive oil, that would taste a little weird. I tend to use peanut oil. It has a really, really high burn rate factor. I don't know what you call it. Anyway, just a little bit in there. You're not giving the chicken a bath. You're just sauteing it up. And I've got a giant wok. Aren't you impressed? And so I'm not going to get it too darn crowded. I just want to get a nice brown on this stuff. Oh, and here's the other thing. Contrary to what I'm doing right now, which is just breaking it up, don't go crazy with the stirring. Let the heat do its job. Yeah, you want to keep it from getting too brown, too sticky. Oh, while this is going, you probably noticed something else behind me besides my giant sex toy. This thing. This wasn't here last show. What is it, you may be asking? Well, that's a chicken coop. Oh, Lordy, you wouldn't believe how over-engineered I made that thing. Why is there a chicken coop behind me, you might ask? Well, y'all have met Nikki. Nikki, she's going to kill me for saying this, is kind of going into end of the world apocalyptic mode. She wants to have a food forest back here. start growing our own food, our own vegetables, get our own eggs. I don't know, in times of true zombie apocalypse, we can even eat the darn things, I suppose, or use them as bait so we can run the other direction. I went completely batshit crazy on it. There's a whole run back there with removable doors and a big atrium. Anyway, I went a little crazy. All right, while this is finishing up, and by the way, I threw in too much chicken. I really should have batched this into two, but hey, it is what it is. Anyway, the show that I was watching on Second Act TV, it really was kind of interesting because it's a weird subject, sex toys. Everyone hears that and they kind of go, ooh, I don't know, we should be talking about that. But you know, toys are toys. Now, my one big gripe is when you go to the catalog, at least the catalog I've got, there ain't a whole lot in the men's department. I mean, we got a silicone-filled Pringles can, basically, is the only thing we can use. Wow, you women, wow, you got some selection. But I like the lady that she was talking to, and I'm gonna put a link to the video in the description below. Really kind of commonplace. It was, and I think that was the message they were saying, is that you're allowed to own your own sexuality. So why not use a toy? All right, I think this chicken is about as done as I want to get it done. Well, that's somebody's little treat there. Just take this. Actually, let me put it over here where you can actually see it. Just take the chicken, put it somewhere, and let it rest. It's going to cook a little more, and we're going to put it all together, and it's going to cook yet more. Hang on. Why don't we just do this the simple way? Voila, chicken. Now we got to do, excuse moi, the vegetables. You kind of want to cook them in order. And the reason I say that is you want everything to kind of remain a little crispy. You don't want it to be turning all gooey, bleh. So the bok choy is probably going to go in last. Where's my oil? But the harder vegetables like the peppers is definitely going to go in first. I'm trying really, really hard here, by the way, to not burn the crap out of myself. I also never put, that's pretty good. The ginger and the garlic in first. It burns so damn easy. I'm just gonna leave them out for a while. I have no idea where I can put this guy. Sort of keep in mind, look around. I think I'm probably gonna need a little extra oil. Now here's a little trick I'll tell you. Yes, you can use peanut oil. Get yourself some of, where is he? There we go, sesame oil. You really can't cook with sesame oil. It adds this really cool under flavor. And I love to add it into the vegetables. You should also probably season your wok a lot better than I did, because this thing's a little new and it's still a little sticky. All right, we're gonna let that go. Time to add in ginger and garlic. Plunk. And I suppose we'll throw in some bok choy. Not a lot. The leaves are gonna sort of cook down. I just like to nibble on it. It's really good. La 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 la. Ooh, wow. What you guys can't do is actually smell it. And what happened was that garlic and the sesame oil just combined, and oh, it is yummy. I've been 2 minutes maybe on the vegetables. They're pretty darn close to done. I like my veggies crunchy, and I hope you do too. We take the chicken, we return it to the vegetable matter, and we mix, because the chicken needs a little more time. Now this already looks vaguely Asian, and you have two directions you can go at this point. You can stop here, pretty good. You can add some soy sauce, even better. But I'm going for a little gravy action. And what that means is I've got a little bit of cornstarch and a little bit of water. This stuff will thicken the snot out of anything. I'm gonna add a little stock, a little honey, and some other flavors. And I kind of want to have a thick brownish sauce underneath of it. And I think we are right at the spot where that should happen. All right, where are we? Stock. I'm using vegetable because, yeah, it smells okay. Just because I can. We need a soy sauce because, well, let's just do it the easy way. La 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 la. Little soy won't kill you. And what else can we put in there? Probably a little salt. Well, you know, I'm not gonna do it. I'm normally a saltaholic, but there's so much salt in that. Now here's what I wanna add is a little honey for some sweetness. There's something else I brought out here that I wanted to add. Oh, just a touch of rice wine vinegar because the pH already is a little weirded out. And do I want to add anything else? Oh, yep. I'll screw it up with the cap on later. What's life without a little heat? Now, I'm going to use cayenne pepper. If you want to be truly authentic, you can get these things. That's the Spanish version, but those go in pretty well. Now, at this point, as you can see on this other camera, it's not really a gravy. You can see there's liquid in there. That's where this stuff comes in. Now, cornstarch and water thickens very quickly. The hotter it gets, closer to boiling, it can turn it into a shoelace. Shoelace, shoe sole, shoe something. Don't add a whole lot. Add a little, stir, see what kind of thickness you get. And hopefully, oh man, I just got a blast of smell. I don't know, I must have disturbed something in there. The idea is, and you'll see this when I plate it in a second, the idea is this should look like Chinese takeout, but better. Voila. All right, I'm gonna turn the heat off. Give me a second to get the plate and everything ready, and we'll put it together and we'll see what it tastes like. Okay, on to the plating. Basically, we're gonna take rice. What kind of rice? Whatever rice you got. Remember, this whole recipe is just meant to take down whatever's in your refrigerator and in your pantry. I think I grabbed basmati rice. I have no idea. Now, normally, I like my rice just like my rice, because I just salt it and eat it, because I'm weird that way. So let's give it just a little salt. But most people also put their food on top of it. Now, I'm gonna just make a huge mess right here. La la la, oh, look at that. I made a huge mess. I apologize, that is nasty. Here, let's go all chef on this. La 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 la. I'll use that other end later. That's what you got. You can garnish this with a little cilantro, some little sesame seeds. I don't happen to have any of that with me right now because it wasn't in the fridge, but let's go over there and take a taste. Okay, let's give this thing a taste. Vaguely Asian chicken. Looks right, at least. Pretty good. Now, let me chew in your ear for a little bit. I very lightly seasoned this. I just wanted the flavor of the vegetables and everything to come through. I could have put more soy sauce in here. I probably should have gone with a little curry. I just wasn't in the mood. Anyway, it's very, very good. Very, very tasty. As you saw, it's very, very easy. Lots of very, very's. It's also very, very windy right here. My pillows are attacking me back behind me. So, vaguely Asian chicken and sex toys. And I do want to encourage you to go over to Silka's channel, Second Act TV. They'd have some really interesting stuff. So it's not all sex toys. Well, it's a lot of sex toys, but it's all about 50 plus people, a lot of the issues. That's a lot of the things I'm going to be addressing too on this cooking channel as well, because I got you as a captive audience because I got to feed you. I might as well talk your ear off about some things. So we're going to have some fun topics. And in the meantime, I'm just going to finish this up. And as soon as Nikki gets home, we'll see if she likes it too. Until next time, be a pirate, go wander, be safe, be healthy. And we'll talk to you next week or this week. I don't even know when this is going to be released. We'll talk to you soon.